Have you ever felt a pain so intense that it seemed like it could break you? What if that very pain was the start of something that would shape your future in ways you could never imagine? This is the story of a mother's heartbreak and the unexpected journey of her son. This is the story of Jabez. She labored in pain, her body trembling as she fought through the hardest moment of her life. Every breath felt like a battle, and with each passing second, the weight of sorrow grew heavier. As her son was born, she looked at him, her heart broken, yet filled with a strange sense of love. In the midst of her pain, she named him Jabez, a name that would carry the burden of the sorrow she had just endured. His name would forever remind her of the suffering that brought him into this world, a name that meant pain, a reflection of the struggles she had faced. In biblical culture, names were more than just words. They were powerful symbols, often reflecting the life and destiny of the person. A name was a declaration of who they were meant to be. Take Abraham, meaning father of many nations, or Sarah, meaning princess. These names spoke to the future that awaited them. But for Jabez, his name told a different story. It was a name shaped by pain, by sorrow. His mother's grief at his birth became his identity, marking him with a life that would carry the weight of that sorrow. Jabez's name wasn't just a label. It was the beginning of a journey, one that would define the course of his life. Jabez's life, from the very start, seemed destined to carry the weight of sorrow. His name echoed pain, and it would have been easy for him to let that define him. But what if the pain of the past didn't have to define Jabez's future? As he grew, Jabez saw the power of names, the weight they carried, and he realized that his own name, his identity, didn't have to dictate his destiny. In the face of his sorrowful beginnings, Jabez made a choice. He did something extraordinary, something that would change the course of his life forever. Jabez turned to God with a prayer that would forever alter his path, turning his pain into possibility. In the quiet of his heart, Jabez made a prayer, a simple yet powerful cry to God. "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory." This wasn't just a prayer for material things, it was a prayer for transformation, for a new beginning. First, Jabez asked, "Bless me indeed." This wasn't a casual request. He sought personal and spiritual growth, asking God to fill him with His grace and favor to help him grow beyond his circumstances. Then he prayed, "Enlarge my territory." Jabez didn't just want to survive, he wanted to thrive. He longed for influence and expansion in his life to reach beyond the limitations that had been set before him. Next, he requested, "Let your hand be with me." Jabez understood that he couldn't do it alone. He needed God's guidance and strength to navigate the challenges ahead, to walk through life with divine support. Lastly, Jabez asked, "Keep me from evil." He didn't just want blessings, he sought protection, safety from harm, and deliverance from anything that could derail his destiny. His prayer was a plea for God's favor, guidance, and protection, a request for a life filled with purpose and growth. And the remarkable thing? God heard his prayer, and so God granted him what he requested. Jabez's prayer wasn't just words, it was the turning point in his life, where his faith met the power of God, and his life was forever changed. Jabez's life was once defined by sorrow, his name a constant reminder of the pain he was born into. But through prayer, something extraordinary happened. Jabez's prayer, humble yet full of faith, became the catalyst for his transformation. From a man named after pain, he became a man whose life radiated blessings. His story is a powerful testament to how pain can be the foundation for something greater. His prayer reached heaven and God responded. No longer defined by the sorrow of his birth, Jabez's life began to flourish. Where there was once hardship, there was now growth. Where there was once limitation, there was now abundance. Jabez, whose name meant pain, was transformed into a man of honor, a man whose prayer was heard and answered by God. His life became a living example of how divine favor can change the trajectory of one's destiny, turning sorrow into blessing and weakness into strength. Lesson 1. No matter your beginning, your future is in your hands. Jabez's life wasn't defined by the pain of his birth, but by the prayers he prayed. No matter where you start, you have the power to shape your own future. Jabez took control of his destiny by reaching out in faith, and so can we. Lesson 2. Prayer has the power to change your destiny. When we approach God with sincerity, humility, and faith, He listens. Jabez's prayer wasn't just a request, it was a declaration of his belief in God's power to transform his life. Prayer, when it comes from a place of genuine faith, can move mountains and change the course of our journey. Lesson 3. Embrace your pain, but don't let it define you. Jabez's mother named him out of sorrow, but Jabez chose to name his future through prayer. Pain is a part of life, but it doesn't have to be the story of your life. We too can move beyond our struggles with faith, allowing our pain to be the catalyst for growth and transformation, not the end of our story. God's blessings are not one-dimensional. They come in many forms: spiritual, emotional, and physical, each carrying its own depth and significance. For Jabez, the blessings he received went far beyond material gain. While we often think of blessings in terms of wealth or possessions, the greatest blessings are those that bring peace, protection, and spiritual growth. Jabez's life transformed because he asked not just for wealth, but for God's guidance and hand of protection. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and He adds no sorrow with it. Proverbs 10:22. Jabez's blessings weren't just about what he had, but about who he became. His prayer was answered not just with material wealth, but with spiritual peace, emotional healing, and the protection he longed for. God's blessings, when they come, bring wholeness, nothing missing, nothing broken. Through Jabez's journey, we see that God's blessings bring more than just what we ask for. They bring everything we need to thrive. Jabez's story reminds us that no matter the pain we face, we serve a God who can take our sorrow and turn it into blessing. He sees our struggles, hears our prayers, and has the power to change our lives. Your journey, just like Jabez's, can lead to transformation. The God who blessed him is the same God who is with you today. Remember, your past doesn't define your future. Your prayers, your faith, and your choices do. Just as God granted Jabez's request, He is ready to bless you. The best is yet to come. If you've been carrying pain just like Jabez, I encourage you to take a moment right now. Ask God for His blessings, His protection, and His guidance. Trust that He is listening and ready to transform your story. If this story has inspired you, subscribe for more biblical life lessons and share this with someone who needs encouragement today. Let's spread the hope that change is possible.